And we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Isyour6covered. I have a super special guest that I'm excited to interview, have some fun, and ask questions. And I think it's going to be a great interview. We're going to have fun, no pressure. So for those of you that don't know, my good buddy, X-Ring, has a daughter named Mini X, or better known as Ella. Now, Ella has been kicking butt and taking names when it comes to all sorts of fun, but she's been shooting some precision rimfire matches and doing an excellent job. So let's have a little bit of fun. You ready, Ella?
Yes.
All right. All right. So the first question of the night is going to be, tell us a little bit about yourself, age and things you like to do, kind of stuff, just so the viewers out there get to kind of know you.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm 14. I really like to do dance. That's basically what I do outside of shooting. So it's really fun.
Very nice. I have seen that you've done a lot of different, I don't know, what would you call them? Performances. That is the word. And seen some pictures, and you really have been doing a great job at that as well.
Thank you.
Let's see. Let's do some silly questions.
Okay.
Have a little fun so they get a chance to say, I know what her favorite ice cream might be or her junk food. So what's your favorite ice cream or junk food?
I'd have to say sherbet.
Sherbet, huh?
And then ramen, if that would count.
Of course it counts. Whatever you want to say. Junk food wise. You calling that junk food, ramen?
I think so.
All right. All right. So sherbet and ramen. That's awesome. All right. So I knew there was this one time me and Ray were driving down the road, and he was telling me the story about you guys. I don't know exactly where you're at. I think you were in Asheville somewhere, so quite a distance away from the house. And somebody had recognized you as Mini X from his videos on YouTube. How'd that feel? Was that pretty?
It was really it was awkward because they all came up to me and I wasn't expecting it because I was just with my friends. And so I was like, oh, goodness. But they were nice, thankfully, but it made me kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because I was around a lot of people and I wasn't really expecting it. And I was like, oh, no.
Now, was Dad around where they recognized him and then recognized you, or was it more just you?
It was more just me. I was at youth. And so it was really weird to have people from church notice me.
I bet. It doesn't happen to me very often, but when it does, it's not weird, but it's kind of weird.
Yeah. It's like,
Ray, now that he's famous, he's used to all that limelight. Superstar signatures, all that stuff. All right, next question I have is so favorite type of shooting. So I know you used to shoot pistol. We used to shoot pistol competitions. You did I think you did a 3-gun, and we did shotgun stuff, rifle, and now we're kind of doing a lot more precision rifle stuff. What would you say is your, I don't know, what do you liking the most out of all that different types of shooting?
it's hard to pick between the two because I really like pistol shooting.
You were good at that.
A lot.
Yeah.
But you can't really do it that much now.
I know there's no ammo.
Sorry,
No ammo.
But other than that, I'd say precision rifle.
Precision rifle. Are you liking the 22 stuff, or are you liking the bigger caliber stuff?
I'd have to say both. They're
Okay.
both equally good.
Let's see. So out of all that, what was your favorite shooting competition? Because I know you've done quite a few over the years. And
Yeah.
what's crazy is I've known you since you were quite younger.
Yeah.
And you've been shooting ever since I've known you.
Yes.
I think it's because, your dad and I like to shoot a lot. But so favorite shooting competition, one that you remember as your favorite.
I'd have to say that's hard.
Okay.
Well, okay. So I've only done about 3 total matches, but the most upcoming one that I did was the most fun.
Oh, so this last one.
The last one, yes.
Yeah. And you walked away with I don't know, a few things. What would you end up bringing home?
I ended up bringing home these 2.
Wow. Let me see. So let's show them off to the people that may not see them. So you got Top Lady from VOD Tactical. This is the 22 rimfire match that we just shot that Chris Simmons actually was in charge of. And then you also won Top Youth. So very cool. I'm telling them more than you because you already know this. But that's amazing. That really was. And the stage was really cool. and you did an awesome job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was like, dang, she's kicking butt. All right, so let's see here. Next question I have written down doesn't have to be shooting related, just normal. What's your best memory? Something that you remember and you're like, oh, that was a great time kind of deal.
Probably Nutcracker. So last year, my ballet studio, it was a bigger one, and we had this Nutcracker performance. And my best memory is when one girl accidentally lit her hair on fire.
Wow.
And set the smoke alarms off. Not once, but twice. Because the second time we had smoke on the floor, and it set the thing, and we had to lose everyone to get everyone out.
So how did her hair catch on fire? Was it a lighting or?
So she was lighting eyeliner because we had to heat it up in order to put it on her face, and she did this because we were messing around, and it caught all of this on fire, and so she lost a chunk of hair. But yeah,
that sounds memorable to me.
Very memorable.
Yeah, that's something you'll remember for a long, long time. So don't play with fire, ladies and gentlemen. What would you tell new shooters besides like safety stuff? What would you say? Like, what would you tell new shooters that are thinking about getting it? Not new shooters, but young youth shooters, like, your age, maybe a little younger, that are thinking about going into trying out competitions. Say,
just be careful with it, and the most important thing is to just have fun, because when you do it, you don't want to feel like you're pressured or you have to like go to win or anything. You want to go for fun.
Yeah, and I think that's an excellent answer. Go have fun. Yeah. We really on when we do these live chats, not all the time, but we really try to promote the sport of shooting, as in go try it, go have fun. Mm-hmm. The people, what do you think of the people? Are they mean, nice?
Well, it really just depends on the person. Most people will be very welcoming and nice to you, but there will be some people who will be jealous and mean and more inclined to have a nasty attitude, but that's something you have to get used to.
Yeah, we might talk about that later when your dad shows up.
Yes.
Not that he's not here, but when we bring him onto the show.
Yeah.
He's over there.
Hiding.
And Mama X is over there.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get her on.
We are.
Yeah.
We're going to drive her over here.
Surprise! All right, so let's see. Last question. And I appreciate you coming to do this. I know you don't like to do stuff like this, but there's a lot of people out there that are following you now on your dad's channel, and there's a lot of people that are starting to get their daughters into shooting, mm-hmm. which is really cool. So whether you think it, know it, or don't know it, there's quite a following of young ladies that are waiting for videos with you on it to get an idea of what how you did at the stage, how you thought of stuff. So this is kind of a good interview for people that may be thinking about doing it. And let's make the last one. What was your toughest stage this last match? Mm-hmm. And then maybe also your favorite one.
Okay. So I don't know if it was shown in like one of the clips that we had, but there was a stage where it had all these logs and it kind of lined down and you had to sit in between them. I absolutely hated that stage. It was so hard to move around it, and the logs made it hard to balance the gun, and it was not fun at all.
That was my worst stage.
Yeah, I did not like that one.
Chris Simmons, if you're watching, don't ever do that again. Just kidding. No, it was definitely difficult, and trying to get in there, yes. Especially for, not that I'm a larger guy, but like for even larger people trying to get in between those two, you know what I'm talking about because you were there, but it was called the log jammer. I think it was like stage 2, 3, or 4, one of those two. But that was a tough one. How about your favorite stage?
My favorite one was the suspended platform. That was really fun.
Oh, the platform?
Yeah.
See, and that was the holdover one, if you guys didn't watch the videos. In order to really make that happen and to do it quickly, the targets were pretty darn small.
Very small.
Yeah, they were hard. They were small. They were difficult. You were on the boat or swinger thing on chains. And the less you had to do to manipulate the scope and move around and do the bolt, the less you would move. Yeah, so I think your dad's rifle is probably the same as mine. So it worked out where everything was like 1.5, 1, half a mil, a 0. So it was like you couldn't ask for any better when it came to that holdover thing. So all these people out here, they may have a question. I don't know. We'll go through real quick, but I want to say I didn't even say who first place was, did I?
Mm.
I haven't. So we got Carrie Amore in first, or as Ray likes to say, Carrie Emery. We got Mississippi Buckeye, blah blah's out there. Andy Nelson, Steve Headley, Carcane, Sig Boys out there. Jason Hunt, Jerry Parker, JT Holds. Going to invest in tactical pool NATO. 45 Auto, Larry Funk, Drew Bradley, Thomas Rowland, Tank Frank, John Kreiderman. You guys know. You know John Kreiderman. Yep, he's out there. He is out there. Let's see. Conservative Sniper Hunter, Joshua Thomas, welcome. And let's see who else. Joaquin Jack Nava, Stratos 27, he saw. Mano018, Nancy Mink. See, all these people came to say hi. Orson out there. Doug B. Pravada Racing. Trionell. Jackson. Your pal Matt. You know pal Matt. Matt P.
Yes.
Yep. And let's see who else. You know the X-Ring.
Yes.
X-Rings out there. Ninja Squirrels out there. Who else? Red October. What up, Red October? Let's see who else. I think Ranger 10 millimeters out there. Eric's out there. Anybody else I missed? Drew Bradley, Tyler Orth, Lynn Holt. I think I got everybody so far. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We are going to bring the X-Ring. Daddy X. Mama X want to come over? I was just teasing, but you should come say hi.
Yeah,
you are famous, by the way.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome. Oh, you might as well show off your other trophy, too. So this one was the week before. This was in Yemisi. This was, what was it called? Low Country Stretch. And that was an NRL X match, which means you shot out to 500 yards.
Yes.
And am I showing? Yeah, this side. So Young Gun, she got Young Gun Award. You can't see the logo there, but this one is pretty awesome as well. So you have 3 trophies in 2 weeks, and I still don't have one. So good job.
Thank you.
What's up, Dad?
Furthest you ever shot? 1,000. No, it was 1,000.
It was 1,000. That was when you were 10.
10.
Yeah, which is amazing. So did you get a chance to see if there's any questions out there when you're on your phone?
No, not really. I was looking.
Oh, Outlaw Josie Wales, welcome. Everybody's saying hi to Mini X.
Does Mini
Commando
X see
97.
her dad as being a dad?
Yes.
I guess so. Either that or a dog. It's a dag. It says a dag. LOL.
A dag.
All right, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and clear up some misconceptions here. If someone were to ask you, Ella, my dad makes me train all the time or shoot all the time,
I know
what would
this
be
is.
the answer to that?
He doesn't at all. I'm not pressured to do anything. This is something I want to do. It's not against my will.
How many times have we actually shot?
3 times in the past week or so.
42 Red October.
I don't know.
No, so we shot the CZ for about 10 minutes with Grandpa out there
Yeah.
before we went to that one. And then we shot the Yemisi match.
I don't think I shot anything.
You didn't
before
shoot
that. No, I
anything before
didn't.
that. So, before anybody thinks, oh, her dad makes her go out there and train every day and do this, that, and the other, it's not like that at all. It's something that,
Actually, Ray doesn't push her at all. I mean,
No.
I've been around the house enough to know that, Ella's got to ask Dad, hey, let's go shooting for the most part.
Yeah, because I don't want to pressure her. This needs to be
Yeah.
something she wants to do. I'm going to go ahead and tell a story. She doesn't remember this. When she was 10 years old, I actually took her to Three Gun Nation Nationals, and we're shooting out there at that event. And she actually went with me. Mom was working that weekend, and so I said, well, I'll just take her to the match. And it was pouring down rain the whole weekend. We had a great time. And I think you had just turned 10. And when we got done at the award ceremony, I shot and knew Ashley her work, and Lena Michalik, and some other people. And she was actually sitting at the table, and she was like, Dad, that would be so cool. Now, at the time, they were still junior shooters. And she said, that would be cool to be able to do that. And I still remember that. She has no recollection of that. But, yeah, we were all sitting at the table together. And
Someone just asked, Ride the Wave asked, does Mini X follow any pro shooters like Lena Michalik? And if not, Lena.
you don't really follow
I don't
any
know
shooting.
follow shooting.
It's all dance.
Girls or guys. No.
Yeah. Look up there.
Yeah, Dad.
Yeah, Dad.
No, she's just an I don't know, normal 14-year-old daughter. I mean, I have a 16-year-old, and just
Now, at the last
you're
match,
normal, Ella, except you shoot really well.
at the last match, you actually took one of your friends.
I did, yes.
What'd she think of that?
She really enjoyed it. She wants to learn.
She had
Really?
never seen you shoot before.
No, she didn't really know that I shot, so it was more like a surprise.
We had to call and get permission from the parents so
did,
that it was
yeah.
okay.
That's important.
That is important. That's funny. She did a good job of
Yeah,
videoing.
we kept her out of the video just because I know some parents could be a little funny about that.
Yeah.
So anyway, she was there, and honestly, I think you two guys were like doing TikTok videos and all that.
We
during the
were.
match. it was like, what? Ella, you getting ready to shoot?
Yeah, like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're competing, do you get nervous? If you do, how do you overcome it? Great question by Joaquin.
That's a good question. I don't get nervous.
But that's probably because the dance and performing in front of, when you
did,
did the Nutcracker, how many people were there? It was like,
I'm just
just
getting
so
the
we can
question.
read. We're all
Yeah, I
we
was
have to
like,
read.
You can't
okay.
see.
There was like these 1,000,
No, I think it was 500. wasn't it?
500. I don't know. There was
Yeah.
a lot one time.
So you're used to being basically in the light and seeing all the people. So I guess shooting.
Shooting it basically was a little bit easier on the nervous part.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think
Because
that's a hard
struggled
part
with
for
that
people to get over
dance.
with.
Yeah.
Drew wants to know if she's looking forward to sponsorship in the future.
Yes, I.
You actually do have a sponsorship.
She does.
Just so everybody knows, she's actually sponsored by Tacticam. They noticed her, I guess, last year, and I can't go into the details of it, but so Tacticam sponsors her, and it's hard to shoot a match and put a Tacticam on there because it does change the eye relief. So are you interested? I don't want to speak for you.
No, I'm very interested. I do want to do a lot more practicing so that way I could like get better. So hopefully in the future that might happen.
Okay. So if somebody asks, do you know how to do holdovers?
Yes.
Of course you do. In the last match,
That was the match that we talked about.
yeah, the
Yeah.
one where she was on the shooting platform.
Mhm.
I did not touch anything. I just basically told her the holdover. She had it on the card, but just making it a little easier for her. Told her the holdover, so she was doing holdovers in the reticle. Now you do know how to dial as well, but
Yes.
and then we'll get into this later on once you leave and everything else. But
Oh yeah, we are.
but Josh Thomas was actually
This
out
is where
there. He has
Uncle-
a daughter that's 10, and it was his first match. He was the guy with the burgundy jacket that won production.
Oh.
And he said, Ray and Minnie,
Stole
my
my
daughter is
trophy.
coming to VOD next month for her first match. She is 10 and wants to meet you and talk to you about shooting. We watched your video together at dinner tonight.
Awesome.
That's really nice.
That's cool. Yeah, Josh, I was talking to him on the phone today, actually.
Yeah.
And then we have John Kreideman. She's calm as a cucumber. Let's see.
So we'll catch up on some of the comments here.
Let's see if you're ever going to put on my phone.
Practice, what is that?
Yeah, 45
Somebody
hours.
says the audio is going in and out. I don't know.
I don't know. It's going to be what it is.
All right. Does your dad let you help disassemble and clean the guns after the match? You have helped.
I have helped.
And you've actually completely assembled an AR by yourself.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, we don't usually when we're in the dungeon, it's Rick and myself. And so when we're playing with guns, you're up with your friends or with mom or something. So,
Yeah. Something
Yeah.
like that. Maybe in the future. I'll learn how
so
to
I
do it.
usually take care of the cleaning
Yep.
for the most part.
Good dad. I'm hoping my
All right.
kiddos will take up shooting sports. Anything you want to tell anybody before you got a split? I don't know if you got a split. I'm just saying.
Yep. Do I have to?
Do I have to?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're having fun.
Oh.
Just so you guys know, it was like pulling teeth when she first got here. I was like, Tell us about yourself.
It was awesome.
She's like, no, anybody would have done that. Heck, I do that. Mac Evs, what
Of
is going on?
everything you've ever shot, all the guns, what's been your most favorite?
The Infinity.
The Infinity.
That's my favorite gun.
Well, it's hard not to like that.
She's definitely a pistol shooter
I
because
fit my
she's a
hand.
pistol
she's a pistol shooter. We're just waiting for ammo. Not that we don't have it, but we don't want to use it. In the matches, matches are all going sideways. Let's see. They made.
Conservative sniper has a great question.
Okay, let me find it. Mini X, before you're squeezing off a shot, do you exhale most of your breath like your dad, or do you concentrate your breathing technique like many other shooters?
More so, I kind of do what you do. I exhale.
Okay.
Or sometimes I hold my breath. If it's like a really important, like if it's like the last shot I have to do, and if it's like I've hit almost all of them, then that's really important. So I like
Or
hold my
all of
breath. But I typically exhale
Yep.
after.
And, I've even said it on the chat before. I'm guilty of holding my breath occasionally, but if you're going to hold your breath, what's the longest you should possibly hold your breath for? Yes.
A minute?
A minute?
No, a minute.
Gracious.
No. Okay, 20
No.
seconds.
All right, Aqua Woman.
10 seconds?
Does anybody know the answer? I don't know the answer.
If I don't take a
Before
shot
you
within
pass
about
out.
a second or a second and a half,
3 seconds. 3
I'm
seconds.
going to go ahead and take a breath.
Well, if I want to pass out, then yeah, I'll hold it.
Yeah, exactly. Start getting lightheaded.
Yeah, a little pink in the face.
Little pink in the face. We got some 3 seconders out
Yeah,
there.
3 seconds. So like I said, second and a half to 2 seconds. If I haven't taken the shot, I'm going to take another breath.
I'll go.
As far as this is a good topic to ask. So one of the things I noticed about Ella when you started shooting is when it comes to stage planning, it's pretty easy for you. I really don't have to go over where the targets or the sequence or anything like that. I pretty much have to say it once. And what do you think contributes to that?
Dance, because they don't care if you're behind or if you don't know it, they're going to run it. You're going to have to go. If you're first, they're going to go. Oh, if you don't know it, you're going to have to go. So I guess that's probably why it's more.
And being in the right position every time
and
or
knowing
somewhere.
where you're going to look, where you're going to be, what you're going to basically plan it out in your head like a map.
Yeah. Yeah, you did well. You did well. That's the one thing nice about this style shooting is it's not like a whole stage of 3 gun where you got to do this, grab this, put that down, grab this, be behind here. And like for me personally, because I forget stuff very easily, it's a little more simple. So it helps me out. And I still go, how many times am I supposed to shoot this target? My brain just doesn't work anymore. Oh, that's so awesome. Let's see. That'd be much worse than Matt or even Sam.
I think they're having a side conversation about ammo prices.
Ammo prices. Slow your heart rate before you hold your breath. Then no more than 2 seconds. I don't have time to do all that stuff.
I don't think about that.
I think I just hold my breath
I think
and hope for the best.
I just find the targets and then line it up.
I think one of the biggest things is you don't want to get dirty.
No, I hate getting dirty. If it's mud, I will do everything I can to avoid it.
I was like, honey, you need to
Still
get
a girl.
kneeling when you go to that position.
Hashtags.
She's like, watch this.
Still a girl.
I was not going to get dirty.
Yeah, that's right. Don't mess up the pants.
Oh,
how did you like the shooting the voodoo?
Yeah, I thought it was a good gun. Is the trigger part of the video? Because the trigger had like a wall, which was kind of hard to get past.
2-stage.
Yes.
So on the CZ, it has a Mr. Fly trigger, which is really light.
That's
It's
super light.
1 pound. And so it's just a straight and then it breaks crisp. Whereas this one had a Trigger Tech 2-stage. And I told you it had a wall.
Yes.
And then once you got to that wall, you actually had to press a little harder than you used to, correct? Yeah, because it's actually harder than like the Infinities or anything like that.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of
Gotcha.
fun.
He needs a ruler for the wrong answers. All right, so good guy out there, Josie Wales. He says, does it bother anyone if you know you're being filmed while shooting? Any extra pressure?
I have tendencies to laugh a lot when I get like nervous, especially when we start filming because there are a lot of people around.
Yeah,
so I'm
not
like,
when you're shooting though, but when we're filming.
when we're
right?
filming.
Yeah.
No. As long as they're
Or
around
when
people
you're
I like,
shooting.
I'm okay.
You can definitely tell. Somebody even commented, "This is my daughter." Someone said that looks like Ray with a big wig.
Well, pretty soon you won't have to have a wig.
I'm working on it. Trying to catch up.
You're gonna have to color it though if you want to look like
No,
Ella.
I'm not coloring.
Just dye black when you're sleeping.
Oh,
No.
That's a nice one.
No.
I'll give you $100. Just like this. Actually, just put a skunk strap in the middle.
150. No.
150.
Oh, geez.
Oh, I heard about this. Wasn't it an ice cream? Didn't John like try to give her Skittles or something?
I don't remember, but I remember the joke.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got out there. CRRT specialist. This may have been asked, but how old was she when she started shooting? My stepson is 5 years old, and he is shooting at my 22 LR, learning the basics and safety at the moment. So when did you start?
First time you shot
Was 6.
anything? 6.
6?
6.
Maybe not 5. Definitely 6. 5? 4? There's no way.
No, I think the first time you ever fired a handgun was like 9 or 10.
9
yeah.
or 10?
We were
9 or
in indoor range.
That's right.
Oh,
I
sat
handled
you
guns,
down at
but
the
I haven't
table.
shot any.
Yeah.
Before that, yeah.
Drew Bradley, just so you know, he sent us a little mini video on an
Okay.
email where he set up one of his extra spare bedrooms as his gun room now. So
Oh,
pretty
really?
cool. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
No, that's no problem at all, Drew.
Let's see.
Let's see. What is the one thing that you would suggest as a parent in introducing your kids to shooting sports and keeping them interested? Keeping them interested is one of those things that I don't try to push. I've never pushed that with you.
Never.
The biggest thing was, like I said, we had her handling guns before she actually ever fired one, and just making sure they understood all the safety rules. Because for me, and I guess even for Rick, I mean, guns are out. I mean, on this wall over here, there's 30 guns or something like that. And it's just knowing,
I don't even know.
the basic rules, just you treat them as if it's loaded. Even if it doesn't look like it's loaded, you treat it as if it's loaded.
Yeah.
And so slowly introduce them to it. I've seen so many people introduce their wives, their children to firearms that are too powerful for them to be shooting.
I hate people that do that.
Me too. It's like
all they're doing is
damage
ruining.
you're doing to this person ever wanting to be interested in shooting.
And they're going to have the worst flinch ever.
Yeah. Well, okay. So this is the most classic thing. I've seen so many guys hand their wife
some
a 38
bazooka.
snub-nosed revolver because it'll never fail. And let me tell you, it's no fun for them unless you're using lighter recoil loads or something. Start them off on something smaller.
Yeah.
Let them get used to it. I guess the biggest thing is the percussion. A lot of ladies don't like that big percussion. Get them on something.
There's
really
an
small.
explosion that's like 3 feet from your face.
Yeah.
Let them work up to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, come on. If you really want your wife or kid to enjoy the sport of shooting, don't hand them a dang bazooka and have them shoot it so you can laugh and make a stupid video.
Yeah, because what might be, low recoil to us or to you is not necessarily going to be the same with them. They don't have as much muscle or fat on their hands usually to absorb that. A lot of ladies have smaller hands, a lot more bony. And so, starting them off on something like a full-size pistol, something like an HK VP9 that they can easily get their hands around with a smaller grip. A Glock, the grip is not really the best for small hands. Let them do something that's full-size because that weight will help mitigate that recoil. So start them off on something small, let them get interested, have fun with it, and then slowly introduce them to the larger calibers. Don't just throw a 45 caliber 1911 right off the bat.
Yeah, and Tyler, to answer the rest of that question as well, I have a daughter and a son, and when they were little, I would have them compete, whether it was archery, BB guns, airsoft. The first person to hit 5 bullseyes will get $1 or $5. And for my daughter, she wanted that $1 or $5. So she would shoot a lot slower and ended up always being more accurate than my son, just wailing out to, trying to get it. It used to crack me up. But little mini fun family competition kind of stuff is always
You don't do
enjoyable.
any hand strength or flexibility exercises. You get that enough through dance, right?
No. Yeah.
Let's see. Since we're going to shoot as a root RPR with a cannon. Let's see. Got knocked off my butt shooting a 12 gauge. Yep, Matt. Let's see.
I think you skipped through a bunch of them.
I don't think so.
Go right there. I shared that video of Ella racking pistol slides with several gun owner. This is a great tutorial. Well, appreciate that, Musket Merv. Do you remember that?
Oh, that was
We
a good
did
one.
That one, easiest way.
For
I
a
do.
lady or
Yeah.
A while ago.
It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
X-Ring's first gift to your baby girl was a toy gun, I'm sure. Oh.
No, it wasn't.
No.
No, not at all. Matter of fact, I didn't. Your first firearm that I ever bought you was the CZ,
CZ.
and that
I was really
was
excited about that.
you were like 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 11. 11 years
The
old. I bought
CZ
that
what?
CZ
That rifle?
455.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it was a
455 has been around a little while.
Yeah.
That's the first time I ever gave her anything.
Mm.
Because we didn't pressure you to do any shooting.
No, but I definitely was excited when I got it.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
still have it.
Mm-hmm.
George Wilson. Jumped up again.
All right. Well, anything else you want to say? And we'll go ahead and finish you up, and then I'll jump in the seat because we have
Yes.
We got hot
a
topics.
controversial topic to talk about.
Yeah, it's
tonight.
gonna
Yes.
get crazy.
Well, Ella, say bye to everyone. Thanks for joining. I know
Bye.
you didn't want to do it initially, and you were like, you know what?
You
it would be
did
so
good. You
She
did
did
so
well.
much better
Yeah.
than our little practice session. Jeez. And,
All right.
and here's Mama X.
No.
She's crawling. Bye, Ella.
All right. Be careful.
Bye.
Okay. I got it. You know what? Let me grab my drink. And everything.
All right. Let's see what we
All
got.
right. You guys know how to get out of here?
Bye.
Perfect.
Thanks for coming over.
All right.
Oh, that ain't gonna close. All right.
Can't shrink that up a little bit. That's
I
just like
can.
too much.
No problem. I get it.
All right, let's get caught up here. All right, so she is out of here. A basket full of X's. That's it. What's the X count on
Oh, my friend X's live down the street.
that? Look at that. Ooh, man.
The wings of life.
You know what tomorrow is, Rick?
Yes.
We got to get up bright and early.
You know what's funny is I like kind of forget and then I'll get excited again.
Yeah, so we have to be at the BMW Performance Center tomorrow at 8 a.m., which means we have to get up at like 5:30 a.m. Oh, yeah, because it takes about an hour. It takes a little while, a little less than 2 hours to get to where we need to go. And they want us there at 8 o'clock ready to go on the track. So
Hell
hopefully
yeah.
we can bring you guys some pretty cool cars. Some brand new BMWs, some M cars, and we'll have fun on the track. So that's tomorrow.
Did you guys enjoy that? Let me know down below. Having Mini X on here.
Is Ella interested in doing any tactical kind of stuff? No, absolutely not.
Show
All
Mom
right, show
X,
Mom's
and
X.
she is much better looking than two of you two.
She's already gone, John.
She's gone. But I do agree with you.
Drew Bradley. It's going to be a fun day.
It is going to be a fun day. I'm pumped up. I'm ready. I'm ready to kick the tires and light the fires.
All right. So how many people we have in here? 73 people. So we're going to
Now
bring
we
up.
got 96 people with 73 thumbs
Oh,
up.
dang. I hear you. Okay. So should I even bring this up? Yeah, let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. We're going to bring this up.
Let me bring it up. No, you bring it up.
Okay, so you guys have had a chance to hear Minnie X or Ella, and Rick has known her for a long time. So is John Criderman and everything else. And you know, she had a really, really good time at the match yesterday or Saturday.
Yeah,
she is new to the sport, and whether you're shooting NRL or you're shooting PRS, especially when you're shooting a local match like this, such as the one we shot in Yamasee, it was a good match. It was fun. Yeah. The match director, and I actually have all of the emails from him, he wanted to know what her experience level was. And I said, well, this will be her first official match ever. She is not new to firearms, but she is new to any type of competition or shooting competition other than, the 2-gun and the Friday night fights. But that's completely different. That is a pistol,
Totally
that is a
different.
pistol and a rifle,
Mm-hmm.
and moving along the course. And so he was comfortable with that. He said, okay. He goes, you do know you can coach, right? And I said, well, I didn't know that, but yeah. What are the rules?
Did you say what?
And he said, basically, you can't pull the trigger for her. And I said, so what does that mean? And basically, he said, you could dial the turrets, you could rack the bolt, you can load and unload the rifle. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, absolutely. The junior shooters, we're trying to get them comfortable, and you don't have to be overbearing. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. So when I initially signed up for this VOD match with you, I was signed up with you and John and Matt and everybody else that we know. We were all squatted together. And when we went to the embassy match, I realized it was too difficult to try to do two things.
Yeah.
Get the dope for her.
2 rifles.
Get the dope cards ready with the CZ and the voodoo and all this. And it was just very, very discombobulated. Okay. So you guys know on the chat, I said, hey, I'm going to give up my spot to Mini X. I'll let her shoot it because it was a sold out event, and I'll just focus on letting her have fun and shoot the event. Yep.
You did. And then the spot came available.
Yeah. There were actually a couple cancellations because of the weather. It snowed a ton right after we left the match. And I think people were concerned about that. But this is where we're going to get into the meat and potatoes here. This is going to get good. So Chris Simmons, who is the match director, runs a very, very well-oiled match.
Yes, very
I've been
well.
to match directors on multiple occasions where I've run, DMR matches and sniper matches, 3-gun matches, like national scale matches, and they've all been very, very difficult. And none of them were without hiccups. Chris's matches, and big kudos to him, he knows how to run a match. Everything's run very well. You're not sitting around waiting forever. One of my biggest pet peeves are, practice score postings, and they wait 2 days later,
That's annoying.
He's always got it up that night. He's very quick with the awards and everything, and just everything's very clear where your target's at and everything else. Chris was not only the match director, he happened to be our RO for this match.
He was.
So he RO'd, as well as being the match director, for every single stage that we shot, including Mini X.
Correct. Yeah, he was. Of course.
Okay, now before the match started, he asked if there were any new shooters. Josh, you're going to attest to this because he did ask everyone. He goes, how many people are here? This is your first time shooting a match like this?
And I think there was like 3 people that raised their hands.
And he said, look, we're here to promote the sport, have fun. He goes, anybody that's a new shooter, first-time shooter. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and tell on Josh just a little bit. Josh is not a new shooter. Josh is a very accomplished USPSA shooter, but he's never done a precision rimfire match.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You would never know that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He shot well.
You wouldn't know that. He shot
well.
very, very well because he's used to the competition. He knows how things kind of roll and everything else. He's got good trigger discipline. Otherwise, he wouldn't be, like a master class USPSA shooter. And Chris said in the shooters meeting, anyone that's a new shooter, you can coach them. You can help them along. We want them to have a good day. He also said this applies to all juniors. Okay. The reason for this big long diatribe, someone mentioned earlier who did the thumbs down, and it's like, what were you thinking? Whatever, you got a new shooter, you're coming out thumbs down. That's fine. But what's even better than that is there were actually a few people that contacted the match director and said that it wasn't fair that she won both divisions and that she had too much coaching. Okay. Can you believe that? That someone got butthurt that a 14-year-old
probably beat him. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Because we didn't talk about this yesterday or the day before. A lot of people are going to be easy to write it off, and they're going to say, oh, well, she's a junior shooter. How many junior shooters are there? How hard is it to win first place? Or how hard is it to win high lady? There was more than one lady there.
Yeah.
One lady shooter. And it was just like, we're out here having fun at a local match. This wasn't for
No, but it's not even that. You
the-
didn't do anything that you're not allowed to do.
correct,
as
because
a
this was already
junior.
cleared with the match, and the match director. He even said, he goes, I couldn't believe it. He goes, I couldn't believe that someone would actually reach out and say that, well, he touched the dial for her. Yeah, big freaking deal. I mean, you have a new shooter.
And the only reason why that
this is
happened,
our second competition.
the only reason why that happened though, because you're a good shooter, you put it back to 0 when you're done shooting, because you normally.
When she got on there and you guys,
he goes, oh shit.
I didn't have any dope on there. It was
Yeah.
on 0.
Yeah. So
But-
all he's doing is saving her bait.
Okay, so there was, I think there were like 42 shooters that had signed up. There were a couple no shows, but all total, I think in the match there was 38 shooters. She finished 18th in the group. Okay, overall in full like everybody combined. 18th.
Everybody. Yeah. All classes.
Yeah, so I don't know. It struck me wrong that people would take a fun event like that and have I'm going to say it, the gall to actually call the match director and complain when you have a teenage shooter, regardless of who the dad is or anything else. I'm gonna let you guys in on another secret too. So a lot of people don't know who my wife is, right? They haven't met her before. A lot of people didn't know who Ella was. And the talking, holy crap. Ellen was like, I was just walking to the truck and somebody was talking so much crap. I'm like, about who? And they said, about Ella. And I was like, you're kidding. I'm talking crap about you too. And it's like, we're there to have fun. And I'm not here to air out my laundry, but man, go to have fun.
Air it out.
We're just trying to promote 2A sports. We're trying to keep this alive. You don't bring that attitude with you. If you're going to do that, stay at home.
What is there even you can complain about?
Oh, you don't even want to hear. I mean, some of the
Oh,
comments.
I want to hear it.
Okay,
I'll hear it later.
so one of them is that guy was like a helicopter dad, because I was moving around. Or helicopter dad much, and that's because I was going around. I was just making sure that she knew where the targets were and everything else. That's what we're doing. I don't want to just sit back there and go, "Oh, good luck with this one."
Yeah, that's
I mean,
not coaching. That's being a bad coach.
Yeah, correct. There's some other stuff we'll talk about off site, but Ellen, she went back to the truck quite a few times and people don't know her.
Yeah,
They
don't know.
She doesn't go to the range
Yeah.
normally. And I'm missing a ton of comments here.
We'll go back to them.
I kind of wanted to get that off my chest because it was like, forget that. Hey, haters going to be haters. I get it, but geez, it's not like somebody else made a comment.
So,
okay, here's a good one. Somebody made the comment. It's a shame that these guys can buy their way into the top finishers.
Oh, I heard this one.
Okay, he heard it as well.
Yeah,
And someone
this is a
made this
good
comment based on the fact that myself and Rick and Matt and a couple of these guys bought voodoos and that we bought our way into those positions.
I can give you that rifle.
And the person
And if you
actually,
suck, you suck.
yeah, the
If
person
you're
actually
great,
called the
you're
person
great.
out and said, I'll shoot your rifle and you shoot my rifle. And this is somebody you guys don't know. This came back to me firsthand. Very, very good information. He goes, and I'm still going to beat your ass.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the equipment that you're using. Does the equipment help? Yeah, it does help. And everybody else is going to want that advantage, to have it on their sides. But also, I was looking, I don't like to spend money twice on something. I like to buy it once and I'm done with it.
That's why I bought that damn tripod over there.
And when we first met Chris, he had a full rack of voodoos because he's sponsored by Voodoo. He goes, if you're going to get into this is what I'm going to recommend
Just
you do.
buy that.
And that's what we did.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
What we did was fun though. We started with those and we enjoyed the sport, had fun.
Yeah. Let me catch up on some of these. Yeah. Petty people. Exactly.
Where are you at?
I'm just reading on the bottom, but yeah, I wanted to air that out because I was like, you got to be freaking kidding, at a rimfire local match. Anyway, that's as funny as Biden getting 80+ million votes. That is funny. Oh man.
There's always
So anyway, this actually she's gone now. This actually set a fire under Ella's ass. She was like, you know what? I don't need any help next time. Next time I will dial my own dope. I'll hold it. I'll do my own data. It's not that she's not familiar with it. It's just I can get it done a lot faster and just give it to her. But she's taking it upon herself. She's like, Dad, I want to learn. I want to do this on my own. And awesome. Glad for her.
All I know is now we're all screwed. She's gonna do. It's gonna be better.
Yeah. John Criderman says Mini X can do it by herself. Dad just wanted to let her focus on the shooting, and she killed it. It would not matter to them if she didn't kick their ass. Suck it up, bitches. Haters way. I like the way you worded that. I wasn't going to say it on here.
I like it, John.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You're not going to please all the people all the time.
She finished ahead of me. I don't mind at all. Proud of her. Great job.
Some people are only in it for the. Let's go back up. The other way. The other way. The other way. The other way. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, geez.
It did it.
Okay, I can't find it now. Jealousy is
Some
cancer.
people are only in it for the money.
Well, thank you, DW. I appreciate it. Yeah. So, the thing is we wouldn't spend the time to share with you guys things that we've learned along the way. A lot of mistakes that we've both made along the way. I've mentioned
still making them.
I mean, we're going to continue to make them.
I do it so they don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, and you still need to formulate your own opinion. But if I buy something and it's crap, I'm going to tell you it's crap. Okay.
No, but I mean, like on a stage, if I screw up, I'm showing it so that hopefully they don't.
Yeah, they learn from it.
Yeah,
exactly. And that's why we bring this information to everybody. I mean, we enjoy talking about it, but we enjoy shooting. But it's all about learning, not this other stuff. It's like, holy crud, Anyway.
If they don't like
haters,
I'm always going to hate.
Oh, I got to grab something. I got to grab one thing.
Uh-oh. Let's see. I guess that pretty young blonde lady I seen with you in your car was your wife. You have a beautiful family, Ray. DW says.
Thank you, DW. Thank you, DW.
Well, I hope that becomes
We've been together like 30 years.
driving force for her to compete. Oh, it's going to put a fire under her ass, and we're all going to be in trouble. Let's see. Abigail, what's going on? You can't buy skill. Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
Oh, and ironically,
if that was true, I could buy the best of the best, and I still wouldn't get a damn trophy.
Ironically, the match director called me this after, basically let me know that, this was going on and some people had brought it to his attention. And he said, you know what? He goes, it really surprised me. He goes, it really, really surprised me. And I said, well, I was well within what you told me we could do. He goes, no. And you will continue to do that if you so choose. And I told them that if they didn't like it, that's the way that it was going to be. So I will adjust that accordingly so that I'm not, circling around her, making sure all of this, but I'm just trying to do my part to be a helpful dad, So I got to, for the first time in my life, because my daughter never plays soccer or anything. And you hear all these stories about these soccer moms and they can be vicious.
They can be.
You said something about volleyball, didn't you?
Oh, volleyball, yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, I got firsthand experience of that. And I was just like, that just floored me because I've never seen that in the shooting community where people were upset at juniors. I mean, that is the future of the sport.
Jealousy. It's jealousy.
I don't get it.
I don't understand it.
Anyway.
You should be like super excited. Some 14-year-olds out there kicking ass.
Idaho Rogers, USMC. I think a true competition is a rack pulled M1 Garand. Man, you just jumped at like 20
I didn't.
spots.
It's like.
Where did he go?
Right there. Right here.
Okay. 3 shot and then go for it. Yeah, so that's right up my alley, Idaho Rogers. I'm all about the old school guns and being able to put them on targets and shooting iron sights. Let's see. Still,
I think that's what made you such a great shooter. So
so George Wilson. Okay, so he said, still have to operate the firearm with skill. Take the CZ next match, Ray, and show them that's really up. It's funny you should mention that. The CZ, the 455, is the exact same rifle that Matt borrowed at the very first match and took third place.
Yeah.
So, and there's nothing wrong with the CZ. It's a great rifle. I mean, he could probably do it with an RPR. I could probably do it with an RPR. It'd be a little more challenging. There's no doubt about it. But that's why you step up from a RPR to a CZ, or and honestly, you could just rebarrel it and probably get it to shoot just as well. But either way.
Matt says, "Go get him, Ella. Kick their buttons again." Uh-oh.
What is that?
That's a claw.
That's a piece of paper.
It looks like a piece of paper.
It's a piece of paper.
Man, that's a nice.
Hold on, let's get the shimmer.
That's a nice.
Oh, look at the shimmer on that thing.
You know what? I think I think you shouldn't have that anymore.
I think somebody out in the audience deserves this.
That's a nice
So
one.
it's a nice piece of paper.
It is a nice piece of paper. Who wants to win a piece of paper? Let me
All
know.
right, so
What
I'm
up,
not even
Shubham?
on my channel, but I always like to tell everyone, show everybody appreciation for joining in on these chats. This is a Microtech Live knife. The last one I saw one of these that was actually in stock that went for sale went for over $300. This is brand new. It's the first time it's ever out of the package. It is a double edge Ultratech by Microtech. And so these are pretty rare.
Those are rare.
Because they only did it for that Microtech Live. I think the last
we
live
gave-
knife I gave away ended up going to Shutout 8888.
Yeah.
He won it.
Good memory, right?
Yeah, so I actually delivered that to him out in New Mexico. So what's a good way? What's a really good way? Now, there's been a lot of comments, so maybe we can just go through the comments or what to give away this Microtech Ultratech. Oh, the winner must be in the United States. I'm not going to ship it overseas.
Yep.
And it must be legal for you to possess a double edge out the front.
Basically.
Call it a switchblade, call it an automatic knife, whatever.
And double edge.
In order for you to win,
It breaks
has to be
lots of
legal
rules and lots of
in
states.
your state. All right, let's see here.
These are always those who need to justify their jealousy by making excuses.
Yeah, we'll change this. Like I said, I just wanted to vent, and I appreciate you guys listening.
God's country.
Is Maryland the U.S. a gun guy? Not legal here. That's BS.
Andrew.
Well, Nick Knox, if you win it, how am I supposed to get it to you? That's the problem. X-ray.
You gotta wait for him to get back.
You should pick somebody who has the name Drew. Check and see if there are any names like that.
Joe M.
Knife right there. Please send it on over. Shibalsiki says Maryland is iffy. All right, so you know what?
Wait,
I'm going to put it in Rick's hands on how we're going to give this away. But somebody tonight in the next 10 minutes is going to win this knife. But I'm going to let Rick
all right.
be creative.
I got it. I got
Let
this.
me show.
I got
This knife is 100% made in the USA. It is their 26th year in business. It does have a lifetime warranty. It is the Ultratech. If you go to PBK Vegas and look up Microtech Ultratech Live, you'll see they go for $300. Like I said, it is brand new.
I appreciate you doing that, Ray. All the people out there, hopefully they're subscribers.
Well, somebody's going to
Hopefully
win.
they're hitting the thumbs up button, even though there's 109 watching and only 94 thumbs up.
It says, caution, sharp edge.
Oh, that thing's sharp as hell, I bet. All right, six
All right.
runners is out there.
So,
all right,
So I said my piece. I'm going to let him figure out how he's going to give it away.
I'm going to mute for a second. So I'm thinking come up with a number that represents 22 long rifle. And they got to come up with that. That's 1070. What's the normal box?
I don't
Feet
know.
per
Is
second.
Is it?
I thought 1070.
I don't know. Go ahead and unmute it and I'll go look and see. Sorry, guys. Rick was trying to.
We're trying to come up with something good so you guys all.
You were.
It says, yo, you didn't mute. All right, well, I'll come up with a new question then. Actually, I not muted, guys. LOL. Everybody put that.
Oh, everybody heard it?
No, none of them even know what the hell we're talking about, and I said the word. We can hear you. You weren't muted. There's a lot. Oh, yeah, they did hear that question. All right, we're going to go with something else then. Thanks for keeping it real. No mute.
No, you know what? I'm going to stay out of it. This is Rick. I'll let Rick figure out how he's going to give it away.
Oh, I got one. I've got one.
Everybody put 1070 on there. Holy crap!
The name of my shotgun. Oh, Betsy.
This one?
Yeah.
I couldn't even answer that.
You
Don't
couldn't
answer that. Don't do that one.
Damn. All right, this is tough.
This is
Damn.
tough because we want it to be fair to everybody. That's why I always do scroll the comments and put your finger on the screen while I'm not. I'll put my finger on the screen while no one's looking, and you just pick one.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so Wait, where's the screen at? Right here.
Yeah.
All right. So
All right,
you scroll all the way to as far as you can to the beginning, and all
Okay,
the
I'll go
way
back and forth.
I mean, are you all the way like it?
Oh, I'm
like,
zinging. I'm zinging all the way up. Am I off mute? Yeah. Zinging all the way up.
All right.
All right,
So,
and go. You touch it?
yep. You got to look and see. I'm not even looking.
Shane Perry.
Shane Perry. Yep. And it stopped on Dang Mini X to Logan.
Bring Mini X to Logan.
And Team Texas and used to getting beat. All right. So Shane Perry, if you're still on here,
we'll give you.
well, let's go ahead and scroll on down to the very bottom.
30 seconds.
No, scroll all the way down. So Shane Perry, if you're in here, say I'm here.
Shane Perry.
Because, well, Shane
Timer
Perry
starts
might not be in a state where it's legal.
Oh,
Okay, so he's here. Are you eligible to win this knife? Are you in the United States and is it legal for you to own this knife? Just answer yes or no.
I'm here.
I'm here. Okay, no, it's going to be you. I just need to know if it's legal. Texas. Okay, awesome.
Oh, yeah. Hell
All right, so Shane, what I need you to do is email me at, and I'm going to put it right here. Oh,
yeah.
geez.
Click on it.
I just need you to email me. I can't reach over there. You got to go back one more to see. Okay, so what you're going to do is email me at thexringchannel@gmail.com. All I need is an address to ship it to. You will not be charged anything, and this is your brand new knife, so congratulations to you, and thanks for watching the channel.
Wow.
I try to do that when I can, so
that was super.
I appreciate it.
So there it is.
Yeah,
the X-Ring
congrats, Shane.
channel.
The X-Ring channel at gmail.com. Awesome.
Hopefully 1070. We're still getting some 1070.
1070.
See, when they thought I actually muted in and did
Yeah.
that, I wanted to see what they would do if they would
Yeah.
keep quiet. You guys passed the test. Dun, dun, dun.
All right, so let's see. How long have we been on?
56
Not even
minutes.
an hour. So let's take it a couple more minutes and, 15 more minutes maybe. Figure out a topic. We'll talk
Get
about
outta
this
here.
weekend, what's coming up.
Let's talk about tomorrow.
No, tomorrow is tomorrow. We're gonna
Tomorrow
get tons of video.
is tomorrow. We're going live. Okay, so I want you guys to understand that you should have your phones available and ready during the daytime for possible little mini live videos besides our recording
I
stuff.
think you need to give away a knife. He's like, oh, hell no.
I might give away a knife.
Okay,
Not
so
today.
So no,
On
but like
another day.
tomorrow, if we go live and we're at the track,
I could do that. I
I
think when I get back, though.
okay, it's whatever you want to do. Ray, you've been very generous with information and goodies. Thank you. My pleasure. 45 Auto.
We got
Michigan
Snake
can't
Man.
have double edge. Yeah. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. Matt,
So if you guys are
yeah.
new to the channel, I've been seeing some new names out there, and you're having fun and enjoying your time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Definitely appreciate it. We do this. I try to do this every night at 9 p.m. So not every night, but pretty much every damn night, unless something's going on.
And if you haven't seen the X-Ring,
Oh, yeah,
check
you gotta
out the
get it.
X-Ring channel.
Yeah.
So tomorrow is track day at BMW Performance Center, owned by BMW. And so we've got a special day with just myself and Rick out on the track. There won't be anybody else there, from my understanding, as with regards to what we're doing. We've got our own little thing set up.
It's gonna be
We're going to be
amazing
limited
time.
on what we can video. We can video quite a bit, but we can't get anything at the manufacturing facility. We're going to be going down to Greer, South Carolina. So it's a fun day. I called in some favors. Guys down at BMW
hooking me up.
Yeah, they obliged them because they said, we'll get Rick out
We'll
there.
get
Why
Rick
not?
out there. Please
So we'll have
tell
fun with
me
that.
you got Rick on 2 wheels. No,
No,
we haven't gone yet.
no. This is going to be in BMW like M3s,
Cars.
M4s, M5s, M6s, pretty much all M cars. And these are all brand new cars in their fleet.
It's
So,
gonna be amazing.
Mario
Chocolate.
Mechanic Molina says, oh, shoot, really close to me. Says it'll make a good YouTube video. Yeah, I'm going to actually, we're going to do some track work. We'll get them on the off-road course as well. We're here to get in an X5 or something and do some high angles, get them up on 2 wheels for a moment and stuff. And Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Can't
and
wait.
then this weekend, we're going to be doing the NRL
Stop by PSA.
way of the precision rifle.
Yeah.
It's got the big show.
If you win, you are considered the samurai.
The shogun or something.
The
But anyway,
shogun.
that is going to be at Eagle Eye Shooting Complex in
Tennessee.
Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. It's going to be about a 6-hour drive for us. We're leaving Friday morning. We're going to drive out there. They've got open range on Friday for zeroing. We're going to get zeroed, and then this is a big twist. Saturday, you start at 7:30 a.m., all blind stages. It's a ruck style match with 22 rifle. What they do is they give you a layout that has basically known distances, like a sector drawing card, and they'll have the azimuth on there for left limit, right limit, and you have to find and engage those in a limited amount of time. It is not a team match. It's an individual match.
This will be a good practice for Steel Safari.
Yeah, this is put on by the NRL, but it's not NRL rules per se. There's no bag limitations, no equipment limitations. You bring a pack. They said bring an extra pair of socks, bring warm clothes, rain clothes.
Yeah, basically bring everything.
And
then
find the targets and shoot them.
Shoot them. But you can, besides the one marked target, you can engage it more than once, sounds like.
Yeah, yeah. What M are you going with, Ray? Jason? It doesn't matter. Drive them all. You're going on. I can probably drive it. We're going to probably have a couple different cars if I had to guess. The state of Indiana forbids the possession of ballistic and Chinese throwing stars, ballistic knives. The possession and carry of knives is otherwise unrestricted with the exception of school grounds. The other Tim Davis, ballistic knives are ones that basically expel the blade out. Those are unlawful in most of the states, like the old Spetsnaz knives. All right, so one of you two should try and get a PSA dagger. I don't know what that is. That's sweet. I heard about that match. Yeah, Tyler, we're looking forward to it. We signed up night before last. The one disheartening thing about it is there's no email for the match director. There's no telephone number for the match director. So we did have a couple of questions that we wanted to ask, and there's no way to do it. All right. Hey, Ray, do you know where I can find a Hellhound Ultratech DLC? Trying to find one as a gift for my little brother who is commissioning as USMC officer. Been trying the Facebook pages and the forums.
Nope.
No, I don't know. And those are done in such limited numbers when they're doing DLC and then doing it in combination with the Hellhound. If I see one, I'll let you know. But
good
like
luck.
I said,
Thanks, RC.
All right, let's see here. Ray, you have your dope to your Kestrel. Do you personally true both velocity and BC or just velocity? Do you have time to true for the conditions before the start of the match? Great question, Outlaw Josie Wells. What I typically do is I will get my 50-yard zero. I really don't even care about the chronograph. When we shot out the cornfield, I didn't even pull the chronograph out. I got my 50-yard zero, and then I went back to 100 yards. I shot, and it was a little bit off. So I went ahead and trued the muzzle velocity there. I might have been calling for 1.5 or 1.8, and it was 1.7, let's say. I'll go ahead and true it for that 1.7, and I'm being very particular on this. I mean, we're trying to get as precise of elevation as we can get. From that point, what I'll do is we'll go back to, let's say, 150 or 200. I don't do 25-yard increments. This is on rimfire. What I will do then is I will basically change the drop scale factor. Okay. So you're doing your DSF, which is going to change. So like at 200, let's say you've already trued it at 100 and it says your velocity is 1070. Okay. And those numbers work out right. And then you go to 200,
1070,
and 200 says you need to be at, I don't know, making up a number here, 10 mils. But you shoot it and it's at 9.8 mils. Well, I don't want to mess with that muzzle velocity. What I will do then is basically the DSF, and then I'll set that. And that's like a node that I've set for 200. So what it will do is it will say, okay, well, you're saying 200 is this. I believe you, but we're not going to screw with any of this other stuff. It won't mess with your 100. It won't mess with your 50, or even as you go further out. It's that easy. That's exactly what you did. So
Yeah,
what I did
and
is
then-
what I showed Matt how to do.
And we talked about that last night. I think we went in increments of 50.
Yeah.
And just basically confirmed the DSF was right.
Guys, a common problem that I see is a lot of people will choose G1, G7 because they're used to centerfire rifle. Go ahead and use the Applied Ballistics custom drag curve in your Kestrel Ballistics app and just set it for that. Just do the AB custom curve and just start doing your muzzle velocity initially and then just do your DSF. Do that out to about 350, 400, and you should be spot on.
Orson, I heard there was going to be one on the East Coast. You see that question right here?
Orson
And,
Humphrey, any sniper for 22.
And I'm hoping they do because I am super
Yeah,
interested in
Orson,
that.
there's someone I know that's looking to do one in Tennessee. It'll be on his own personal property. I would actually like to compete in that, when he does bring it out. But this,
I want to do that.
I've heard some really good information. Guys, be listening up because I think Clinton House Plantation is getting ready to just go hard and heavy into Precision 22.
Really?
Oh, yeah. This was
Nice.
good information today. They are going to start putting on tons of events out there. So I think you could see a ruck style match and some other things. But I know for a fact they're going to start doing some precision rimfire
That's gonna
matches.
be awesome.
And that's in Clinton, South Carolina. It's a great place to shoot. Microtech email mentioned Hellhound Blade is staged to produce 2021. Okay, yeah. So it'll be coming out, but I don't know when, guys.
And then you get Shaggy Rifle and asking about custom Microtechs. You have to order in bulk or in order to get a custom one? Actually, what's that place in Vegas does a lot of little.
So if you
tweaks.
want a custom Microtech, okay, you're going to have to get it through one of the larger dealers like Smoky Mountain Knife Works or PBK out of Las Vegas. Those are some big dealers for Microtech. And I think even Arizona Custom Knives, some of these other ones. But, I mean, be prepared to pay some big money for a custom. Yeah, big money.
Custom means expensive. No, LZ USA. I know of his his songs, but I don't play any of them.
Yeah, Matt Sproul says drop scale factor is meant for subsonic flight. Works perfect for 22. Absolutely. He is correct in that. I mean, you shouldn't be. I'm not going to say you can't win or be competitive, but you shouldn't be going out there with supersonic ammunition trying to shoot an ELR 22 match. Shoot with something that's 1,100 feet a second or less, and you'll be good to go.
Six Rudders, the guy we saw out at the match, says, "What about Straylock?"
Okay, Straylock Pro, awesome app.
He has that.
Don't have, like I said, myself and Matt, we initially cut our teeth using.
I think he's asking the DSF. Can you do that on the Straylock?
You can do.
I think you have to.
You can true your velocity, and then you can true the BC. So you might be better off doing BC on that one because I'm not sure if it has DSF on that one. I don't think so. Mr. X-Ring, on that Burris you reviewed, the XTR3, was the illumination not very bright in yours or dim? Drew Bradley, that Burris XTR3 does not have any type of illumination at all. They were slated to bring out the illuminated model, but COVID kind of stopped all of that from happening because of supplies, basically. So they might have it by now, but it was not an option when Burris sent me the XTR3, and I love that optic. Believe it or not, I love it.
Macco says he done the DSF out to 330, and the AB custom curve was
and so Makev, he's a good shooter. He's been making a lot of these matches. He's done it the exact same way. It works. Ray, do you know John Nokamos? He does a lot of custom Microtech stuff. Yes, I do know John. No, it's Nokamos, I think it is. I'm not on any social media stuff for now. I used to be part of Microtech Owners Group and all this other stuff, and he has a big presence there. But I think he knows me or knows about me. I know him.
Most custom Microtechs start about 1,000 and up.
Yep, as a good rule of thumb, you're going to pay over $1,000 for one just to start. Yeah, no DSF on Straylock. I didn't think so. A lot of people don't realize that you've got the BC correction there as well, but you can speed true or you can ballistically coefficient true.
see. Straight lock will not let you true BC if you are
You're using a custom curve. It also has custom curve for lock below. Yep. Hornady DOF uses axial form factor, which is different than both. Interesting. Yeah, that's something that I'm not going to pretend I know anything about. Hornady for DOF or DOF. I've never played with it. I know that the guys that shoot it love it if they're shooting Hornady ammunition. Hornady has been nice enough to send me some, a lot of A-tips over the last little bit, and I like the bullets a lot, but I've just never used the DOF. So, this is the third day in a row that I saw a raven outside the store when I was at work.
You know what that means?
Quote the raven, nevermore.
The raven is tricky.
All right. What else?
Sounds like GOT is coming to you. GOT.
I don't know. What you got?
Good.
Good.
What you got? You know what?
Careful.
I'm gonna circle back to that one.
Is that what you can do on the steering wheel tomorrow?
I'm gonna do this shit.
That's exactly what you're gonna do right
I'm like,
there.
son of a.
It's either a sign of Odin or Morrigan. Odin Battle Works.
Yeah, Odin barrels. True. It's either look it up in Native American and they'll
All right. What that means is you guys are having lunch tomorrow at Big Daddy's Burger. Order the badass burger. Google it. Badass burger. No, actually, we're going to be having
if you've
lunch
ever had a badass burger
at the BMW Performance Center, and they usually are going to have some type of bratwurst.
Oh.
They're going to have some type it's like shepherd pie. I mean, they have asparagus. They have everything. It's a great place.
Everything you'd ever want, man.
Cambodian myth. If you see a cardinal, somebody I've not seen in years will cross my path. If I see two side by side, someone I don't want to see will cross. Someone I don't want to see will cross my path. On a cardinal? Really?
There's a lot of cardinals out here. Red cardinals.
Yeah, but that's Cambodian.
Well, maybe it's the same as Carolina.
Otter says, isn't 4DOF coming from the missile and rocket type of theory, not bullets? I don't know. That's new to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I said, I've been hearing about it, but I don't know anything about it. Never tried.
Some spilled French fries in the parking lot. If it's Morgan's.
That means it's a sign of imminent war. Some spilled French fries in the parking lot.
You guys are out of control.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of
What'd you talk?
the crows the other day. Somebody dropped a hamburger box out. We were talking about that.
Hey, if you guys have ever put a soda on your roof and then you drive away, I wonder if Sam's watching this.
Hit that like button. No,
Hit
he's
that
not.
like button. His ass is in bed.
All right. Snow on the BMW track will be fun tomorrow. There won't be any snow out
God,
there.
I hope not. I got enough things to deal with.
Ray and Rick, help a brother out. What should I be practicing before the VOD series match?
Positional shooting. I saw you shoot. You don't need to do anything. Just sit on the couch, eat bonbons, and
There you go.
that's all
There
you
go.
need, Josh. Josh is a ringer. I think he's on his 100th PRS style match.
Malcolm says he can't watch the chat tomorrow. The day after gun chats are expensive. The M5 might be hard to sneak by. By the way, the M5 is my all-time favorite BMW. Of all the vehicles, everything that's
is that a whiter one?
It's a grocery getter, but it is the ultimate sleeper car.
It's
really refined. It's
not the
just
one that looks like
classic.
a little SUV, is it?
No, it's a car. It's an automobile.
Automobile?
Automobile.
You remember that movie?
Silver
Who
Fox.
knows that movie?
I just got on the internet.
What,
I will
Silver
continue to
Fox?
watch. The internet was down.
What the hell?
What's up, Silver Fox?
Silver Fox is in the house. You guys don't know Silver Fox? Great man. Great man.
1988 M3 4-cylinder with cams. Yeah, and those were really, really fun cars, no doubt about it. And if we still had a couple of them around, they're worth a blue fortune now.
Compared to a green fortune? 16
Well,
camels.
that's when the cars were really small. They handled really well. They didn't have big horsepower compared to nowadays. But the cars were really light. So, when you got into the E46s, they really started getting some weight on them. And then when they went to the E92, which was basically the V8, that was a great car, naturally aspirated, no turbos. And then the EPA said, let's go turbos with everything, shut you down. And turbos are great. They do overheat on the track. They can anyway. I just like a naturally aspirated car. The old E60 was the BMW M5. That car, was 505 horsepower, naturally aspirated V10. Just an awesome car.
All right. What else we got? Yeah, so we are going to have fun tomorrow. We're going to have fun Friday and definitely Saturday as well. So
Who is going to drive better at the test track?
Geez, I know
Hellerman, I will take that bet. It will be me because I used to be a professional driver. This is how I was able to get us in here.
Yeah. I'm not saying
no more MTV Twisted Sister. There was somebody else. Oh, how's the new job going?
It's good. It's going good.
It's going good.
Well, yeah, I actually built quite a few suppressors today. Got them all boxed up for you guys and gals out there. So if you're in a free state and you want the best 9mm can on the market as of right now today, get yourself one.
Oh, Hugo just like,
oh, Hugo jumps in.
He said, "Hey Rick, did you see Competition Dynamics new December match being held in Logan, New Mexico? It's geared for the older gun folks, and it emphasizes." It didn't say emphasis.
Having the targets flagged.
On having the targets flagged for easier identification.
I'll take what I can get. Dick.
Ray, can I call you after the live stream? Absolutely, Bill Sweeney.
Bill Sweeney.
Check out the brand new 2021 Gen 111 Hayabusa. Man, it's a beauty. I'll check it out. Speaking of cars, finally got the exhaust cleaned up. You know what I did before we got to this chat?
I know exactly what you did. Why don't you tell them?
So we're leaving on this trip Friday, and we're going to take the truck. And it was cold outside.
It was cold outside.
I couldn't get anybody to
do an
oil change. They were like, "Oh, it's going to be so." I was like, "You know what? Screw it. I'll just go home."
We went to a place earlier today. Well, you usually do it yourself, anyways.
Yeah, but I wasn't planning on doing it this week.
You didn't want to do it.
I did the oil filter, transmission filter, fuel filter.
Good Lord.
And the oil. So we are good to go on the trip.
Man,
I even put DEF in the tank. It'd be a free state where I can get a can and machine gun shipped to my doorstep. Yeah, that's not happening, Abigail.
Yeah, it's only going to get worse.
Unfortunately, it should have never gotten that way to where those rights were taken away from us, but we don't need to give up any more rights, that's for sure.
They are going quick. You know what? Let's try not to get the chat blasted today. Don't bring out the wooden rifle.
I'm not bringing out anything. All right, anything else?
That's it. I'm pumped up, excited. What should I wear? Should I be like?
Don't wear flannel.
Don't wear flannel.
No, look somewhat presentable.
So I got to look good.
I'm not going to be able to pull that off because of this. So
what the hell?
They're going to be like,
we can fix that right now.
No, we're not.
Live on TV.
What can you do with that?
You want to know? I can fix that.
You got any scissors?
I can fix that. I'm drinking whiskey, so I have no filter. Abigail?
Outlaw Josie Wells.
Shot for me, girl.
I did see that pistol. I haven't shot one yet, but Masterpiece Arms, or MPA, DS9 9mm hybrid. Looks like an Infinity where they've customized the 2011. It's a good looking pistol.
Really?
I think the price point is, it's up there with the other 2011s, but if you're looking at an Atlas or if you're looking at something like that, I think they've hit on the.
Well, if anybody's got one to review and they want us to check it out and shoot it, send it our way.
Flannel is presentable. What you talking about, Ray?
Yeah.
I like flannel. I love it, but tomorrow is not the place to be wearing flannel.
All right.
Shave that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Ray just
blowtorch. We're going hot. We're going hot haircut.
Wear my dress flannel. That's that big orange one that my wife hates. It looks like the Elmer Fudd flannel.
Yeah, it's definitely your Halloween flannel.
Hey, go easy. We need to do a live stream on 22 long rifle ammo for the guys like me just getting into it. Could save a lot of headache for a lot of new precision 22 long rifle shooters. Okay, so Josh.
Actually, he's having an issue right now. So I did talk to Josh today and yesterday.
Well, let's talk about it right now, just really quickly.
Okay, so the problem is the basically the lot that he has.
Yep.
Is he just finished it this last match? So
Yep.
now he has some like SK, shoots decent, but now he's having the issues that we were having before.
Correct.
So he has 2 rifles that he's actually going to bring to Lapua because he wants them tested in the
bring
chassis.
them or take them.
He's gonna drive them there, Dick. He's
He's
gonna
going to take them to Lapua.
or bring them there.
Bring them with him. Yeah. Okay.
See, you gave me all convenience. Like, I'm gonna smack you. But he wants them tested in the chassis, not on the clamp. He wants them to be bedded in his chassis and clamped on like that. And they do that.
They will do it. I think it depends on if they have a fixture for that, or if your rifle has been chemically adhered, bonded to it.
He's already worked it out.
He's already talked
to
to him?
He knows what's his name.
Okay. Well, if he knows the guys, then he's good to go.
Yeah.
As long as he's worked out with them.
What's his name? Luke? Something like that.
Yeah. Lapua just got 5 more lots into test. They're up to 15 for a short bit. Okay. Well, I'm not going to have to worry about it for a while.
Well, and I've been shooting so much, I can't even send mine in.
Why? Because we got matches.
We got a match, yeah. I
Yeah.
got another match by the time that one comes back. But they're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to test his rifle till March, I think he said.
STOP stands for slight tap on pedal. Pick up my voodoo tomorrow. Oh, congratulations, Mac.
Hell yeah, Mac F.
Maybe I'll be able to buy me a couple.
Oh, now
spots
you're
higher
gonna
than
now
match
you're
on
gonna
VOD.
you're
I
gonna
like
win
that.
the match
No.
because you have a top
You
notch.
bought your way.
You
into
bought
the
your
top.
way to a trophy like this one. Ow.
Look, I get it.
It helps.
So I grew up playing a
Doesn't
lot
make
of golf.
you win.
I like golf, but I had friends they would buy new golf clubs like every 6 months. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? They're changing it and having to adjust their game. Oh man, these are the newest, greatest clubs and get an extra 8 yards out of it or 5 yards, whatever. It's like, dude, just stick with it and quit switching your gear around.
Most newer guys just.
But go ahead and buy good stuff at first. Don't buy the. They're not even in business anymore. But don't go to Kmart and buy you a set of golf clubs if you're going to try to be competitive with it. Not that you couldn't.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
that you
there's a
couldn't,
guy
'cause Tiger Woods could take
there's
those
pros.
and beat your ass.
There's pros that beat me with a shovel and a hoe and
There you
and a
go.
baseball bat.
Yeah, that's right.
Not Tyler. Joshua says most newer guys just buy ammo and expect consistency lot to lot. That's the problem. Is people will go and at the store there'll be like 3 boxes of this, and then they'll go buy 3 more boxes, but it's not the same lot number, so it is going to be different.
Yeah, Josh, we actually talked about this. When I talked to the guys at Capstone, they told me that because I said, look, why is there such a difference in the lot numbers? And I said, I would think it's all the same. He goes, because we actually changed the lots. We modify them slightly with a little more priming compound, a little less powder, more powder, this, that, and the other. And so I wasn't aware of that. That way, when I found out the one that actually shot well on my voodoo, I went ahead and ordered a large quantity of it, enough to last me 2 years, shooting matches every other weekend, because I didn't have to want to worry about it again. I'm not going to burn the barrel out of the voodoo. So far, I've let other guys shoot some of that ammunition. It shoots great in your rifle, great in Matt's rifle. It shoots great in the CZ. But to see the differences of the different lot numbers of the Center X was really astounding because some of the lots were horrible. They were like buckshot. And so, yeah, lot numbers do make a difference.
Well, and that was one of the things that he, I can't remember his damn name. Josh had said is there was a brick of whatever he had and it was horrible.
Yeah.
I don't know what ammo it was. I think it was Ely. It was Ely, but it did not work as well. So he's shooting like SK or something. But yeah, he's having trouble getting ammo. He's basically got like one big brick left, and that's going to get him through that next match of VOD.
Squeal tires on pavement.
Yeah,
Now, that's
squeal
funny. I
tires.
saw a video how they clamp it in. It's just a bench vise and they clamp the fixture in. Clamping a rifle in a chassis, it would be no problem. Okay, good to know. Let me try about 5,000 of that lot, Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm shooting Center X only. I wasn't going to try to swing for the Midas. I couldn't have afforded that because I ended up buying quite a bit of it, and that was enough. So, yeah, that hurt bad enough.
Yeah. And
now I got
Tyler Orth.
Now I'm going to find Mini X at Voodoo, and I mean this. So if you guys hear what I'm looking for is I'm going to try to find a Voodoo V22, 18-inch kukri contour.
That one right there.
It's pretty much the same rifle as that. That's the one I'm going to get her.
Yep.
Probably the exact same chassis. Go with the MPA because I want something that's a smaller, lighter chassis with a lighter barrel. That's exactly what I'm going to get her.
Oh,
and it will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Lord willing.
Lord willing. Oh,
Yeah.
so what I wanted to say was Tyler Oath, he gets his back on Thursday.
Nice.
It's actually at La Pua right now. La Pua. La Pua.
He's was the group at 100 or 50 more important in selecting the lot? He's across the board. The lot that did the best did better at both 50 and at 100 meters than any of the other lots. It wasn't like this 50 was really tight and this 100 was really tight. It didn't do like that. Basically, what shot the tightest at 50 shot the tightest at 100 as well.
Still a work in progress, Shaggy rifle. I got to the point that it's like
Good enough.
close enough.
Good enough.
But I got to paint that wall. I got some drywall to do. I'm slacking. I lost my interest in.
We've been busy.
I knew as soon as I'd get this damn thing set up over here.
You got a new job.
I got a new
freaking
job.
Dick for a boss. And
Oh, he's a dick.
you know what? I don't even mess with y'all. Y'all don't even see me. I'm doing too much paperwork.
True.
Rick got in trouble today.
Rick was in
Rick
trouble.
was in.
He did this. He did that.
No,
With a
actually, Rick's
wiffle
very
ball
sharp.
bat.
He's been learning all the ins and outs of the transfers from Form 2s, Form 3s, how to do everything on E-forms. He's very well versed in it now, so it's good.
I'm getting better. I wouldn't say very well. Speaking of brass, I got one box of each.
And
Partial
you got to get
order.
some graffiti on the wall. Oh, we can do that.
Oh, we got some of that.
I can't believe Silver Fox is still up.
Get your ass to bed.
You better get you.
You better get. I call Silver Fox every morning. Not every morning.
Yeah, Otter, if you
Say,
change
get your ass
your
to bed.
ammunition, you need to go in and readjust. Absolutely.
For sure. 1,000,000,000%. You should clean the rifle.
No, Stratos 27, I appreciate the confidence. I'm sure she will as well, but I don't think that's going to happen. If it happens, it happens. But
Actually,
I don't think that'll happen.
I see that happening by the end of the year. If we go to enough matches and she places well,
I don't know. We'll
she'll
see.
get out there. Well, actually, since now I'm only kidding when I say this, since I'm such a famous YouTuber and I have millions of subscribers,
You do.
I'm sure Voodoo is probably watching.
Yeah, whatever.
Watching right
they don't have
now.
the time of day for you or I. These assholes here at the motel just got my internet on.
You better get your ass to bed.
Shaggy says he's going to break into your house and tag the walls.
Shaggy said that. Rick's house tag his walls sometime between now and the next week.
Prior to narrowing down to your Center X lot number, did you cycle other brands of ammo prior, Ray? I did not. And the reason is I had already had a lot of experience with the Ely 10X, Ely Target, Ely Mag. I got a ton of Ely ammunition that I had for the Anschutz rifles. And when I talked to Chris Simmons, he told me, just go with Center X. It's
Shoots
probably
good
what
enough.
you're gonna. It's gonna be good enough to do what you need it to do without spending the money on the Midas or anything else. He says, but when you go, have them test it if you want. I didn't even have them test any of that. They offered to do that. They said, we went ahead and tested all the lots of Center X that we had. If you want us to, we'll test this. And I said, well, I've got a bunch of SK coming, which I did not get from them, a lot of it actually. And I said, well, can you test SK? No, we don't do that. And I said, well, you make it though. And they said, yeah, but we don't do that. So I'm going to have that as just as a backup. And I was really getting that originally for Ella's for the CZ, but I didn't know it was going to go down this path. So
Here's another thing. So I think it was Tom.
but wait, it doesn't matter what kind of ammo you have. Just buy a barrel tuner. It'll make everything shoot one hole.
Everything.
Everything. Anyway, go ahead.
So I think his name was Tom, the guy with the silver rifle. Was it
No,
Tom?
that's Tim Lau.
Oh, Tim.
Tim, sorry.
So-
Didn't say last name.
Good job. All right. So another guy with the silver barrel, the silver rifle.
Yeah.
All right. So he was shooting Ely 10X, and he noticed after probably the third stage, he had the same issues I did with the Ely 10X, and his was not even as close to as bad a wax. That wax of that Ely, maybe because it's so cold over here, he was having extraction problems.
Okay. I will tell you that in my Anschutz rifles, when I shoot Ely 10X,
Mhm.
it shoots lights out.
Yes, it
But
does.
after so much time,
Yeah.
it will start to build up to the point where it's hard to close and open. That I guess that wax, the beeswax or whatever on there, does build up a little faster.
and it's before the match is over.
but yeah,
It's
it's
that
good
is-
stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff, but that's just crap.
You say my last name all of the time. Well, you've got it on your name on your profile, Tim Davis.
Tim Davis, Jerry Parker. There's a lot of guys with their last name. Drew
It
Bradley.
says, ooh, Ray may have some of my lot of SK long range match. I don't know. I'm waiting on it to be delivered. It is a friend of mine that I purchased it from a few months ago.
Oh, so that hasn't made its way yet.
No, it hasn't.
Wow,
It hasn't been able to come down.
damn it, you lazy
Barrel tuner,
bums.
good point. Where are you guys on that?
We're making our own.
Nowhere.
Zero.
What is a barrel tuner? A barrel tuner is a device that changes the harmonics. A lot of bench
It's
press
right here.
22 guys use
You
it.
clamp that right on the end of the barrel.
And you can tune your lot to make it hit better, apparently.
Apparently,
Are
Forgot
you
that.
shooting the same lot of Center X as Ray, Rick?
Yes.
Yes, some of it is, yes. Forgot to ask,
Not
have
some
you
of
had
it.
the chance to try Vortec Rimfire Blend? Yes, I do have it. Did order it.
I needed to order some and never have.
I've got it, but I ordered a small bottle of it.
You know, you won't give me any.
Grim Reaper Savage Rifle, don't know it. The Capo Barrel Tuner.
The keep. This would actually work. This would, and I'm not even lying.
You just change your, just move it up
Just
and down
keep
the barrel.
moving it up and down.
Yeah, if you want to go around with a capo on your barrel.
There ain't nothing wrong with having a capo.
Shit.
Capo.
Our next button, Z equals X.
And if you do it really bad on the stage, put it on your ear. You have to deal with the pain.
Here. Go ahead, bad boy.
No,
Right here.
I do
Get
this
for
one.
tomorrow.
I do this one.
No, here, go
you
ahead.
do that
No,
one.
go ahead.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
Oh, not on your hand. All right. You know what? We've
It's
had
about that
so
time.
much fun.
It is 10:30, and we got to get up bright
We
and
got to
early.
drive. We got to drive donuts.
We got to
tomorrow.
drive to drive.
And in order to do that,
We got to do this.
all right.
Well, congratulations again. This will go out. You know what? Because of tomorrow being what it is, it'll probably go out Thursday. I don't know if I'll be back in time, or Wednesday. And so this will be shipped to you. So congratulations. Make sure you sent me that email.
Yeah, you better. All right. You guys have a great night. Stay
Thanks
safe.
for joining in. Thanks for listening to my
Be on the
my
lookout for
rant.
Yeah, be on the lookout for a live video tomorrow. It's going to be very spontaneous. And we're-
Spontaneous.
Spontaneous. Yeah, spin-wheeltaneous.
Spontaneity.
Spontaneous. All right, you guys take care. Hope you guys
Enjoyed it.
enjoyed tonight. Hope you enjoyed all the nights. And if you are watching this video and have not subscribed yet,
Subscribe to my channel, not his.
subscribe to X-Ring.
No.
And
Is your six covered?
All right, you guys better get your ass to bed.
See ya.
See ya.